Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of the 80s Kids Wrestling Podcast. A little bit different for some of us. Dusty and Clint, or Cletus, however he put it on his on his intro last time. I'm driving back from doing some work, but yeah, hey guys, another afternoon Monday Night Raw. I don't know about you guys, but if it wasn't for Will, I would have totally forgot that it was in the afternoon.
Well, that just shows how much you're lacking. You're going to have to get a real job where you can be
you're
here
going to have
on
to get a
time,
job
where you don't have to do this. I mean, this calling college sports and doing play-by-play and stuff. I mean, listen, this is where we're trying to go big time. Okay, get shit.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have a job where you can sit down at a desk and turn your phone on, put your AirPods in, and just fuck everything else and watch wrestling, do a little bit of work.
Yeah, our 37 followers are dependent on you to be here on time.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, which, by the way, shout out to all of our new followers and whatnot. You guys are awesome. And again, as always, hit that like and subscribe button. And got a lot of good views on some of our stuff. And we're hoping to give you guys some more stuff. But yeah, just one of those. I had I might as well just tell everybody I had to fill in for a 20-year-old who's at church camp.
There's no good way to explain that.
There's no good way at all.
Listen, our few followers may not like this show as much after I get done giving my take on this Raw.
Oh, really?
Okay. I thought it was dog shit.
I thought it was the worst fucking Raw I've watched in 6 months.
And that's saying a lot.
Yeah,
because we just said it last night on our show last night about how well Smackdown has taken over at least the past 2 weeks and added an hour. And Raw tonight, I'm gonna give it an F.
Wow.
I was gonna say D-, but that's still a failing grade.
Yeah, I mean it just completely sucked for me.
The promos were good. The wrestling was below average to bad at times. A lot of the stuff just didn't make sense. Some of it was predictable. I think we knew that Punk was going to beat Finn. And I think we knew that whenever Gunther and AJ came together like they did at the start of the show, that was going to lead to if I wrestle you, it's your career.
Well, that to me was the only perk of the night. That was the only good twist of the night, to be honest.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, there were some okay matches, some good spots and stuff like that. But as far as telling a story or storyline, that was the only good thing I saw tonight. Just it put a little, because for me, I'm not excited about watching that match, but I am now because I know we're probably watching AJ's last match.
Yeah. It could, especially since even though I thought they kind of teased it that this was going to be a year-long thing, kind of like Cena, but now I'm starting to think, shoot, he's going to be done in January.
Well, listen,
or February.
I told these guys before you got on, we were talking. I've saw several things, and I think he's going to retire him from the main roster, and I think AJ's going to finish out in TNA.
Okay.
Is what I think is going to happen, which will still be kind of cheeky, if you're actually having a retirement match. But the phenomenal AJ Styles,
his TNA,
everything he's done in WWE doesn't hold a candle to what he did in that Octagon ring, and even what TNA turned into when Hogan got his mitts on.
God, it was awful. TNA was awful back then. It was
terrible.
You look at it now, it's a bunch of I hate to say this, but it's a bunch of WWE rejects. They got on a network in AMC, but that's the biggest complaint for everybody. It's WWE rejects. And I would hate it for AJ to go there because he's not a reject. He's one of the best to ever do it out there. So even though
I think he's going to go to TNA and do favors for up and comers.
Yeah.
Now he might go on a little bit of run or do something kind of like Sting did at AEW, tag with somebody and give some big moments at TNA. But I think he's going to go out the door pushing new young talent.
And it would give that it would give that promotion credibility that they absolutely deserve. Because
Yeah.
I was listening to something about it today, and they get this AMC deal. They're going to be on AMC, and all of a sudden they had almost 20 people leave to go to WWE or AEW, like weeks or days before it happened. So they just need somebody to come in and kind of give them some sort of credibility.
Well, you're going to have to kind of jumpstart it again.
Yeah.
And not, that's okay. That's what it is. It's a stepping stone if you're wanting to get to WWE. But
Right.
that's, and I'm okay with that. But that, we can go on.
Yeah.
I thought the crowd reaction to Gunther was the same way I was.
If I ever see Gunther in person, I might say Gunther is a wanker.
A wanker, yeah.
Yeah, did you hear the crowd do that? That was great.
Yeah,
awesome.
they didn't blurt a lot out of that crowd tonight.
No, they didn't.
But they, the promo, it's like every time Gunther gets up there, it turns into some short thing. Because I'm guessing creative is starting to figure out that he cannot cut a long promo. He cannot have a legit promo battle. Like, he's not going to do that with LA Knight or Roman or anybody else. It's going to be short, and he's going to say, I'm gonna tap you out. You're my bitch, yada yada yada, and it's going to be 2 paragraphs, and then someone's going to get hit. That's kind of the feeling I get from it.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry, I can't go any longer. I can't believe we're not talking about Natalya turning on Maxine Dupree today.
Shut up, Will. We got a whole lot. We're going to.
Why did you do that, Will?
Who gives a flying fuck?
All right, well, let's get into that.
I'm sorry, I was joking. Go ahead.
Well, it's the worst botch. It's one. Listen, guys, I'm going to jump right into it.
Hold on. We had Javon Evans before that, and he legitimately got hurt.
Yeah, I think he tore his labrum.
Yeah, that didn't look good.
They stopped the match, and I hate it because it was against Americana El Grande.
Yeah, who's probably going to put him over.
Yeah.
But I do hate it for Javon Evans because he was getting a push as well. So that's legit. That was a decent match until that happened. But, they came back from that commercial break, and he was laying on the floor, and they started ringing the bell.
Yeah, well, I was like, what happened?
Since I was watching it while driving to this place in the middle of Alabama, I thought I hit bad service and it skipped. Like, I kept rewinding to see if I missed something, and I didn't. It just happened.
Any of our fans, we don't condone driving and watching WWE Raw.
Or driving and doing a Zoom meeting
and eating ice cream at the same time.
Listen, you don't have to watch us; you just have to listen to this.
Yeah.
But fuck it. Let's get into it. Now we predicted last night. You said over under 8 botches. Well, I counted 4, but I fast forwarded through most of the damn thing. I didn't even watch the intro, so they might have tripped and fell on the intros. Okay, but. Will sent it. That was the top of my list. AJ, I think you brought it up several, maybe a few shows ago on women that we they can't tell a story.
No.
She kicked that far over Becky's head.
Yes, she did.
I noticed it live when it happened.
Yeah, I did
then
too.
I went back and rewound it, and then Will, it's already all over the internet. But my God, how does Becky Lynch not know better than to sell that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't know what to even say when I first seen it. I was like, what the hell did I just see?
Yeah, look. I mean, I don't think any of us predicted her to beat Becky, and don't give a shit about it enough to care who won. But
she got the majority of the offense in that match.
Yeah. I mean, they made her shine a little bit. But did anybody besides me feel like the Natalya thing, even after the match was over with, went on way too long?
Way too long. And I'm even trying to figure out where she come into this anyways, because hell, This woman has won a title, lost a title, and
Mhm.
fought 3 more times, and we still hadn't seen Natalia. And then all of a sudden, she shows up
Last
in
second.
Finland,
Yeah. Like
last second, across the country, or across
Yeah.
the world.
Do
like
you feel like
she's her mentor. Like when did we just start to learn about that now? Why couldn't that have been built up for like 4 or 5 weeks?
I do remember when Becky first gave her the opportunity, and
Yes.
she saw her backstage, and there was something there, shows how much we give a shit about it. But do you guys feel like the Javon Evans getting hurt, they had to stretch that out longer to fill time for the card or something for the night? Because honestly, they were in there, and it was almost like they kept looking around, kind of like somebody was in their ear saying, "No, get back on her. We got 3 more minutes. We got to."
Yeah,
Because
it's
it
like
was
they were
just
looking.
awkward.
Yes, they were looking for the ref to send them home, and they just never got sent home.
Yeah. And
I
they
was like,
they could have given that time to the 6-man tag. They didn't have to
Well,
give it to the
let's
fuck
not get into
that.
that yet.
Yeah, don't
Let's
get
don't
into
get
that.
into that
Yeah.
piece of shit
Yeah.
yet.
Here's I haven't brought this up yet, and I've been wanting to, and it's a pet peeve of mine. It's not a women's wrestling thing, and it's nothing against Dupree. It's a people who wear like the singlet or wear the like thing with the straps, like Braun Breaker's done it, Jerry the King Lawler used to do it. Like, why is it that you take off the strap and next thing you know you've got superpowers? Like, why the hell did you just start off with that to begin with? Like,
Or why don't you just come out in trunks?
Exactly. Like it just like they do that, and it's like, all right, I'm no longer constricted. I'm like, why were you constricted in the first place?
Yeah, at least Cena used to wear the pumps, and he would reach down and pump them up.
Yeah.
You
Right.
get something out of it.
Well, hell, guys, Taker done it. Taker done it. You know,
That's
like,
why they do it, because Taker did it.
yeah.
Still doesn't make sense to me. Still doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
No, it don't make sense for sure.
Okay, so are we going to get into?
Let's get into that 6-man tag. What were your all's thoughts on that one?
Go ahead, big guy.
Well, I thought it was probably the worst match of the night. We talk about these big bastards, and they should just go in the ring, beat the shit out of the luchadors, and that's it. But no, what do we have to do, Triple H? Now we have to put Adam Pearce in the middle of this shit for some apparent reason that has no rhyme to the reason.
Right.
And you let the luchadors pretty much get a clean pin over this unstoppable team or whatever faction that you have. And where does Adam Pearce go? Him and Paul Heyman lock up, they get in the back, and then they do their bullshit. You better answer that phone call. Are you kidding me? This is the best we can do with these badasses that we have in this faction, even counting Logan Paul that nobody really likes, who has kind of been given this on a silver platter. I mean, like, what are we doing?
Listen, my take is the Vision right now, 3 weeks going now, looks weak as shit.
Yes.
Right.
I don't feel like they have any credibility if Braun Breaker's not there. And if that's the only way they could have salvaged this tonight was since Bronson Reed was out of the ring when Logan Paul got decked and Theory got covered, was him come in and kill those two.
Yes.
Those two of his teammates. Those two of and squat and kick those two out. That's the only way you could have saved, because even Bronson Reed looks weak. I've said it. He's oversold 2 straight weeks in a row now.
You're exactly right.
Tonight he was a little bit better, and they just kind of kept him out of the match some more.
Yes.
But still, you have lost all credibility as far as I'm concerned on looking at them like a mega heel faction, because they just look like a bunch of pussies now. I mean, the luchadors have got the best of them 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, and
You're
it's
exactly
the
right.
second straight week where the faces have outsmarted the heels. Second straight week, because
and they've got the smartest man in the business in their corner.
I know, and it's the second straight week the heels got just outsmarted by the and out thought out and out physical and everything are all on the board. And my gosh, Bronson Reed might be the best seller of a super kick that we have in the business. Because he looks like he should
he
go
shouldn't sell
concussion
that at all.
protocol every time he takes. Exactly.
No, he should take that
Right.
and then clothesline the shit out of him.
That should piss him
Right.
off.
Yes.
Right. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And Dusty, you touched on it. Why are we getting? I don't know what they're possibly building up to with this Adam Pearce, him just raging 2 weeks in a row. But whatever they're building it up to, I can't see it being something that we're all going, yeah. Well, what the fuck?
Yeah. What's he gonna do? I mean, it's this nonsense. I don't know.
I mean, he's made me like him less. That if the buildup is that his secret plan is to bring LA Knight back or Seth Rollins back, hell, I'm going to think less of it.
Right.
Because I mean, just get your ass in the back. You don't do this to any. You've never done this before. You didn't do this when Seth was fucking people over.
No.
Right.
You know, where you been?
The only thing I can think of, and this is coming straight off the hip, is he's going to be the one to take Braun Breaker to the next level. This was all just a setup. You know, get Braun Breaker the badass with maybe a heel turn GM or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there that halfway, and it may not make sense to anybody, but it's better than just nothing.
Because there's no way he can get in the ring. That doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
No. And if you're going to keep it brand to brand, I think it would be good to have Adam Pearce as a heel GM, and maybe the SmackDown guy can be a good one. But I think that's the only way I feel like it can go. But it's sure not starting to lead up that way.
No, it doesn't feel that way. And if they do swerve that way, they can't do it like violently. Like there needs to be a little bit of lead into it. But like we've said, we don't have faith that they will handle that the right way.
You've got one Raw left before the Rumble,
right?
Which to me, it got talked about a lot more tonight than it has. Mm-hmm. But you've got 1 week, one Raw to go, and you don't have Braun Breaker on.
Right.
I mean, he's got to be one of the main people expected to win the damn thing.
Right.
And where the fuck's he at?
What
I mean, I don't care if you say he's suspended indefinitely. Listen, we know that shit doesn't work. So,
Well, here's the thing. What did he really do to get suspended for besides putting his hands on Pierce? But Pierce was out there trying to stop him before he got. Hell, he was supposed to be out there kicking their ass. I mean, that's what it's for.
That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you kind of alluded to it some, Clint. We did get some people announcing, Gunther was first. Jay did his thing. Some of the women announced their candidacy. I'm trying to find a better word than that. But we did finally get people. But like you said, we've only got one more Raw and 2 SmackDowns, and then Saturday night's main event, which is turning into a PLE with all the stuff they're loading it up with.
Mm-hmm.
Say who's going to be in the Rumble.
I think right now they're only showing 3 matches for sure. But it's the number 1 contender fatal 4-way. It's Cody versus Jacob Fatu. And then you got the women tag team match with Rio and Liv Morgan and Roxanne. And that was another segment tonight with Rhea and Io that I didn't feel like I needed. Thank God for Liv Morgan, because I felt like that she was the only bright. And I'm not saying that as a pervert like Will. I'm saying that as she did a really good job talking.
Right.
And really kept it kind of lively when we were just like, fuck, we're getting this again.
Yeah.
And everybody in that announced that they were going to the Rumble. So at least we got some more talk on it.
Yeah. And didn't Bailey and Lyra do that too?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I was in a basketball gym and I really couldn't hear what they said. And I was trying
you didn't miss anything.
Okay.
No, you didn't miss nothing.
Bailey and her girl.
Yeah, that's what you missed.
But the main event, I just, I'm not trying to sound like somebody that didn't get what they wanted, but I feel like they missed a huge opportunity
Nothing
to
blew me away in that match at all. Nothing.
listen, it was clearly just them letting Finn be in a main event in a championship match in his hometown or in his home country, and that was it. There were,
Yeah.
I thought if nothing else, if Dom didn't come out, since we had all three women of the Judgment Day, maybe they'd come out and fuck him over or something. But no, he just beat him clean, and now we have no build up to anything for Finn to do after this.
No, it's kind of like they just left it hanging, and I don't like it at all.
He'll probably be in the Rumble.
Well, yeah, he's going to be in, but he's not going to win. I mean,
right.
Maybe
I got a better chance of getting pregnant than he does winning the Rumble.
Absolutely. Maybe they put him in a spot. Maybe he can get one of the spots in Elimination Chamber, or maybe qualify for the Money in a Bank match or something to put him. But
I don't want him in I don't want him in the heavyweight. I want him in the Intercontinental in a storyline built up him and Dom.
Well, yeah, that's what I want, but I don't think we're going to get that anytime soon.
Well, I think if we were going to, tonight would have been a perfect night to start planting those seeds.
I don't know how much longer Dom is out.
Well, yeah, we were trying to look that up last night. We couldn't really find out a definite time frame. But
well, like I was saying last night, he didn't have to. It could be something tricky that. Well, did you do that on purpose? No, I didn't do it on purpose. Just start planting seeds for it.
Yeah,
even if he's hurt, he can come out there or Liv could have done it.
Right.
But I don't know. I just felt like they missed a big opportunity. And listen, right now, I'm so much more excited nowadays about watching SmackDown than I am Raw.
Yes, because another thing we really we touched on a minute. We didn't get a Roman. We thought maybe when I see Roman just to put his name in a hat. I brought up last night, maybe we could get lucky and get a Lesnar to put his name in a hat. We didn't get anything. Nothing. The only thing we got was the AJ style match with Gunther. Other than that, we really didn't get shit tonight.
Right. I've about decided those two, Dusty, they're just going to their music's going to hit, and that's going to be you knowing that they're in the Rumble.
Yep, you're right. I think that's when whatever number it is, whatever number they pick for LA Knight to come out, whether it be last or 15th, and Roman the same way. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, because there's then we've only had a bunch of those on SmackDown that they're going to enter and whatever, and then I'm sure some of the guys after whoever loses the Fatal 4-Way, which I was hearing today, some of the other wrestling podcasters, some of those guys they've got a feeling it's Sammy that's going to win that.
Are you kidding me?
That was my thought exactly. I'm thinking it's Randy. I'm with you guys. I'm thinking it's Randy, but they seem to think it's Sammy that way. It would be an easy win for Drew. Not an easy win, but a more realistic win than Randy. I don't know. I don't know where they're thinking.
Well, it's not a good matchup.
But if it is, it's clearly what I predicted last night. Even though I said Trick, since he's getting a push. Well, I can see Sammy getting the push, so it's not Orton right away, and you can stretch that out and build a longer feud with him and McIntyre to build up to something else. But if that's the case, I feel like Sammy's just going to get murdered by Drew, which is fine because that means Drew can keep his belt a little longer.
Right. I mean, that's what he's saying. Yeah. Well, we're just going to put Sammy in there to take an ass whooping.
But I don't care anything about watching it.
No,
that's the thing. Like, I don't care.
I don't. No. Not many people care. More people are going to care about the Rumbles and Gunther and AJ, and that's going to be that throwaway tag team match. That's
because you're gonna. Because the guys are still going to be in the Royal Rumble anyway, so it ain't like okay, Sammy wins now, Randy can be in the Rumble or Trick can be in the Rumble. They're already going to be in it anyways. They don't have enough people to fill the spot. So, and plus it's the Saturday before anyways.
Right.
So I mean, like, I don't know. I just like I told y'all the night, I don't mind Sammy. I think he's a good guy and all, but like I just don't like this push. He don't need a push for the heavyweight title at all. I'm with you. I feel like him, like you do, Finn Clint. Like he needs to be in that U.S. title Intercontinental title, that's where he needs to hang out.
Yeah, because he's a hell of a worker and he can put some people over and do some favors. But listen, I'm not going to look at him if he's the Universal Champion or the Heavyweight Champion. I'm just going to be like, all right, and my man LA Knight can't get a fucking shot here, you know.
Yeah,
but we give it to Sammy, who looks like he lives up in the fucking Appalachian Mountains.
he looks like Yukon Cornelius to me.
He does. He does. I hadn't thought about him in a long time.
Yeah, there's this. It's like you guys mentioned, like he does the Blue Thunder Bomb that he never pins anybody on, and if he does do the Haluba kick, he has to do like 5 of them to finish somebody. I'm like,
and it still may not finish him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
he looks like Yukon Cornelius. He looks like Yukon Cornelius on meth.
Just not a. I like him. I think overall as a person, but I'm with you guys. I just don't think he is. His window to be a world champion is just come and gone.
Oh, for sure.
24-14 Indiana over Miami, 7:55 to go. So 10-point lead for Indiana.
Yeah.
It's ball game.
Yeah, that's ball game. So guys, obviously we've got 2 big things coming up this weekend. Smackdown on Friday, Saturday night's main event coming up as well. I think, Will can chime in on this. Do you think finally Liv and Roxanne get the belts back?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me run this by you. We're showing. I just pulled up what's the lineup for SmackDown because I was just on what's on the card for main event, and this can't be right, but it says WWE Tag Championship, the Wyatt Six versus the MFT. That's SmackDown.
Yeah, that's what it says.
It says Women's Tag #1 Contendership Triple Threat, Nia Jax/Legend versus Julia and Kiana James versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. But here's where it's got me fucked up. It's showing a singles match between Trick Williams and Damian Priest. Well, they're in the 4-way the next night, right?
Right. Yeah. That must be an old one.
No, it says it is a singles match to build heat ahead of their involvement in the Fatal 4-way the next night.
Why did they do
That's
that?
fucking stupid.
Yeah. Why did they do that?
You don't have Randy fighting Sammy, do you?
Right. Exactly.
So, what's the point?
It's like
SmackDown, and I was just fucking bragging on you.
Well, it's like the when they did the Fatal 4-way at the Rumble a couple years ago. LA Knight had a night before the Rumble, had a match the night before the Rumble. Why?
Yeah,
like
you don't need it.
Yeah, I don't. Well, shouldn't everybody? I mean, if he has to wrestle, doesn't everybody? Shouldn't there be some sort of like tag match or something?
I mean, you would think.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Now we talked about Liv and Roxanne winning those tag championships. So there was a little moment of tension today between the two of them. Liv said something to her along the lines of, I thought you were a liar, a schemer when I first met you, but now you're my prodigy or something like that. And the look on her face was like, wait a minute. So maybe there's some tension there between them, but no, I still think they're liable to win the championship.
Oh, I think they're definitely winning the tag. They're definitely winning the tag titles over Rhea and Io. Yeah. That's over.
Yeah, then we need to get the belts off those two because they're just insufferable. They just are. It's just too much of what they do.
Now they're making it awkward.
Yeah, and again, it's like that promo that they have when they go up there. Like, what are they going to say? What are they going to do? They just do the same BS. Oh, you're so great. Oh, you're so great. And then someone needs to interrupt them just to make it interesting.
Yep.
There's nothing to it.
Let all of our listeners know. Now, me and Dusty talked about this today. Has anybody? I just went by. We're going to review individually and just make our own, so we don't have to try to link together. But we're going to review all these episodes of Unreal, and that comes out tomorrow. And I'm going to do the first one, but Dusty said it was just showing there's 5. But last year there were 10 total. Did last
Yeah.
year they do 5 and then take a little break and put out 5 more?
I think they did. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think they did.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Either way, I'm gonna record a video anyways tomorrow at some point after I watch episode 1, and I'll have that broke down, my thoughts and reaction to that. Dusty will handle 2 and AJ the third one. But listen, I'm hoping, and it probably won't be on the first episode. We'll see. But there's things I want an explanation for, and hopefully I may come on here and say, well, I kind of get it, but I got a bad feeling I'm going to come and say, well, that makes it even fucking worse.
Right.
That's what I'm afraid. Yeah,
Right.
that's exactly what I'm afraid
Yeah.
of. We're going to be like, what the hell did we just see?
You know how much I've thought about, remember they're doing that big board meeting, and they're talking about who's going to win the Rumble. And they had someone in mind, or, they had that like a whiteboard, and they had a bunch of people's names on it. I'm like, who else was up there? Who else did they want to win the Rumble before they settled on Jey Uso? Because if I remember right, didn't they mention Jey Uso and have to talk other people off another name?
Yeah, they had 2. They had 2.
Right.
And I don't think Jey Uso was in the picture at first.
No.
And then they got hot on Jey, and then I'm the same way. I want to know who those other 2.
Right. I thought so much about that. I'm like, guys, just go ahead and tell us.
You probably don't want to know, because I bet it was LA Knight.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh man.
I'll just throw that out there.
Would you trade LA Knight for Jey Uso after knowing what we've seen like a year ago? Would you trade LA Knight for Jey Uso after how his title run ended up?
I think he would have been a better champion. I don't think he would have got blown up running to the ring, and I think he can handle promos better and things like that. But that still doesn't mean that they wouldn't have took it off of him and been bad booking. Because as much as I don't feel like Jey was ready for it or is a heavyweight champion, I don't feel like his booking, even if he would have done everything right, I feel like it was doomed from the get-go.
Right. I agree. Because he wasn't the original plan. I think 2025, the Cena thing threw everybody for a loop. The retirement, because they had to do this whole year-long build, and then it's like they felt obligated. Well, we got to give him the title again. We got to give him this. He's got to have this match with Brock. He's got to have this match with AJ. I think they just got so hamstrung with that, and then they just got it fixated on their brain that, oh, well, Jay's popular. We got to give Jay the belt. Like, well, okay. And then just like, okay, if that's what you want to do, then keep build something great for it instead of just throwing darts at a dartboard and hoping one of them sticks.
You said that. I'm pretty sure if we go back and watch it, I'm pretty sure there were 2 to 3 names they were thinking about, and Jay wasn't one of them. But I think I think their biggest conflict was, do we let Cena win it?
Right.
Now that I think back, I think that's what they were trying to decide if he wins it.
Yeah. What's the score there, Clint?
Miami has scored a touchdown. It's 24-21, 6.5 to go. So it's not over.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They have all 3 timeouts too. And Indiana has the ball. So
they gonna fuck around and let Timmy win a championship.
Oh man. Well, speaking of Jay, he was blown up just cutting that promo in the crowd.
He stopped to get oxygen.
I know.
Yeah, he's more out of shape than I am, I think.
And he no, easy, big fella.
They cut to the crowd shots when he gets tired or pauses.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Oh yeah. He's over.
Bruce is back there and really going, God damn it, put it on the crowd. He's sucking air again.
He's sucking air again. He's gonna get to a point where he can get to 4 letters. Yee.
I know when we talked yesterday, what is your, fuck wrestling moment that would make you quit watching? If he wins a Rumble again, that's my fuck wrestling moment.
This show's over.
Yeah. It's over.
That's a hell of a run. I didn't give one yesterday because, I know I sprung it on you guys. but I was thinking today, and then I watched it. I'm like, I still don't really have something. Obviously, all the Vince stuff, I still don't have something. But then when I saw him come out there and cut that promo, I went, "Oh hell no! If he wins that Rumble, God damn it, I'm not fucking with this shit anymore."
Listen, it's going to piss me off, and I'm going to have a hard time stomaching and watching the next Monday Night Raw if Cody wins it.
Right.
Oh my
But if
God.
Jay wins it, I mean, listen,
we're not even gonna watch Raw.
I just can't.
Yeah.
No, it's just bad.
Hear me out on this. Is there any chance that this feud that's going on right now, Braun Breaker being suspended, and Paul Heyman says take the phone call, and then next thing you know, he's wanting to negotiate something with Breaker? Do you think somehow Paul Heyman is using this to get Breaker like spot number 30 in the Rumble, so he comes in and wins it? There's the contender or something like that.
Well, listen, Heyman's going to work something out.
Right.
I think that's going to be some kind of storyline, or he's going to finagle something in the number system or whatever. And I could what if this? What if, even though they look weak as shit, what if 4 entrants in a row were the Vision?
The final
no matter where they are, if they're at the start, the middle, preferably at the end. But what if somebody like an LA Knight or a Cody or somebody just went through hell that's been in there for a long time, and then here comes Theory, here comes Logan Paul, here comes Braun Breaker, here comes Bronson Reed.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
You know,
because
I think that's pretty good.
Because remember last year they did what was it? Roman was already in the ring. Then they did Cena. Then they did Punk, and then they did Seth all in a row.
Yeah,
it was awesome. Like
no
one did a thing, and it was electric when they did.
Well, the only thing is, if they're going to do that, then at some point, them four's just going to have to get it on in the Rumble match.
Right. Yeah, it's inevitable.
You know, I just because I'm afraid we're gonna get that entrance that we're wanting, and those 4 are going to be in the ring, and there goes LA Knight over the top rope.
These last 2 weeks with the Vision, though, when Braun Breaker does come back, I want him to be so pissed off and murder Logan Paul and Austin Theory. Like, you're making us look like shit, and just kick them out.
Yeah, if he's going to do something, whatever he's got going on.
Yeah, I mean, just watching that match, and everything, it just came back to reality to me how much I just don't like watching Austin Theory. I just don't. He didn't.
I get it.
He's turned heel, and nothing's changed. It's the same moveset. That was a lot of the complaints with Cena. Not much change between, you do different moves when you're a heel. Hogan did it. Then when you are a face, Cena didn't do any of that, and Austin Theory doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Just nothing.
I mean,
nothing
Cena, cheated or used a belt or whatever.
Yeah.
But, that was my thing. If we were going to do this transformational Austin Theory, when he came back, he should have been an evil motherfucker.
Right.
I mean,
he should be just.
It should have been a total transformation, a total change of character, and same guy. He just got busted.
Or how about not completely, but like sting him a bit? You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have to come through the rafters. He's just hanging. You know who he is, but he's hanging out in a sweatshirt and a mask, and he comes out and randomly attacks somebody every week.
Yeah, well, I think that's Vince's boy, and I think they want to try to hold to Vince because Vince believed in him so much. But I don't see this Vision thing working or prompting him to a higher level.
Right.
I just think he's a stepping stone and just a role player.
Yeah. And how important is the Vision now that the Luchadors have gotten them twice? I mean, it's not worth LA Knight coming back to feud with them.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's not worth Punk feuding with them.
It's like, these are the guys that put you out for a month and a half. Goddamn, the Mexicans just beat them 2 weeks in a row.
Right.
Exactly. It was no overpowered moves or nothing.
No, they didn't have no help.
Yeah, exactly. No. Exactly. Yeah. So what are you guys looking forward to on Friday night for SmackDown?
I still, if I live to be 100, I want to understand this Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Who did I
understand
say he
that.
was
Why
having? Who's the
Trick?
Trick?
Not Trick. No.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
Trick. It's
Yeah.
Trick.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you're doing that if them two are about to fight each other very next night.
Right.
At Saturday. I just want to see more people. You know, a big beef we've all had is we don't need a surprise appearance or return to get a pop. I need you to start building stories. Well, now is when we need a surprise return so we know,
Mhm.
so we get fired up for the Rumble. In fact,
Right.
they're just not doing anything with it.
Yeah.
No, man, they're barely even
It's almost
mentioning it.
like Saturday night's main event means just as much or more than the Rumble does.
I know
Exactly.
that you took the words out of my mouth. I'm more excited about Saturday night's main event than what I am the Rumble.
Sure.
Because we get to see Jacob Fatu and Cody. That ought to be a hell of a match.
Yeah.
I think that,
That'd be great.
I mean, I think the Fatal 4-Way is going to be a good match. I'm not so much on Trick winning. I still want to see Randy win, but hey,
Yeah.
it's
Or
got to be
Sammy
better.
winning.
Yeah, or Sammy, I mean.
Yeah. That's those are two match. Obviously we're going to see a build to that on Friday. Everything that goes into that, and I mean, we've seen a lot of good matches on SmackDown. We really have the last few weeks. I'm sure Carmelo Hayes is going to be involved with something with somebody. Uh, you know, women's wise, they'll probably build more for Jade and Jordan. Whatever they're going to do, at some point they need to have a face-to-face promo battle, and they need to get us excited, because right now just this hanging out at the ring just ain't working. It just ain't working.
What the fuck could they do to get you excited about that match? Besides saying they're going to do it naked.
That's the only way. That's the only way. That's about it. And have like a naked guest referee as well. Shit.
Oh man.
But anyways, yeah. No, listen, I'm excited. I know you said you won't be available, but me and Dusty and Will may watch it together or something.
Yeah.
We'll try to figure something out. But
I've got, well, you know, we do have, for where we're living, ladies and gentlemen, we do have the potential of snow this weekend. So that could change some plans. And as of right now, my wife is supposed to take the kids to Knoxville for the weekend. So I might be
that
there.
trip.
I might
you
be
need to call in
available on
sick
Sunday. So
Yeah.
there you go.
again, all this is weather permitting. If it's bad, she's probably going to stick around. But if it's not, I am available on Sunday, so we can always figure something.
Okay, and remind everybody, I'll have a video out tomorrow reviewing episode 1 of Unreal, and then I guess we will be back at it. Let's see, we're going to need to we need to put out a video or something reviewing Smackdown before Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
So probably Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday night. If we just have to, if it's late, we'll still need to put something out.
Yeah, we can definitely do a nice video right after SmackDown on Friday. I'm down for that.
Sounds good, boys.
All right,
Yeah,
all right,
man.
guys. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching another episode of 80s Kids Wrestling. Be sure to check us out on Friday and either Saturday on Sunday as we review SmackDown and Saturday night's main event. So for Dusty and Cletus/Clint, I'm AJ.
Cletus the Barber Beefcake.
Cletus the Barber Beefcake.
Cletus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah. And our producer, Will, I'm AJ. We'll see you guys this weekend.